Another year, another Assassin's Creed game. Seriously, there is actually tons to talk about this time, otherwise I would have bypassed it because the series is getting kind of stale for me. But here goes nothing. I'm Alanah, welcome to Button Bash.
So many clever blokes dreaming up impossible machines, sorting away more gold than Queen Victoria herself. But none of those shillings ever makes it into the pockets of the poor devils whose blood is spilled building this glorious empire. The working class sleepwalks through life unaware of the machine that drives them. Let's wake them up then, shall we?
The next main entry in the long-running Assassin's Creed franchise is called Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which we previously knew as Assassin's Creed Victory according to a bunch of leaks. But the leaks were right about most stuff. It's set in London in 1868 in the height of the Industrial Revolution. Ubisoft chose that era specifically because it featured drastic changes in technology and engineering, but also some pretty dark stuff considering the poverty and oppression present in London's lower class. But with the era of advancements like modern medicine and Darwin's theory of evolution, Charles Dickens and Darwin are both going to be featured in the game, along with a handful of other currently unannounced historical figures, which I'm particularly excited about. The game follows the story of a set of twins, Jacob and Evie Fry, as they rally a bunch of criminals together to overthrow the Templars. Pretty standard stuff on that front. Since they lived in an era where kids as young as 4 years old were working 12-hour days, the average lifespan of workers was 30 years old, the infant mortality rate was so high that some people didn't even bother to name their children, and only the upper class could vote, there's some pretty good motivation to overthrow the rich here. This kind of mistreatment is actually what gave rise to organized crime, which is what Jacob and Evie are going to get all up amongst. The characters will have their own specific missions for each one of them individually, but you will also be able to swap between them if you're not in story missions themselves. Of course, with that, the characters have their own skill trees to make them kind of unique, but the game itself does offer some unique, interesting stuff too, like the ability to hijack vehicles, which actually sounds so much like GTA. You can hijack any horse or buggy you see around London by punching the driver, ripping them from their seat and taking the reins. Whatever happened to saving innocent people, huh? Assassin's Creed sure has changed since the honor code in the first game. What even is the creed anymore? But I digress. If you don't follow traffic rules, which do exist, police will come after you. You can even use the buggies to create diversions by crashing into other drivers, or you can hide inside them or coerce people into the one you're driving to kidnap them. Seriously, this is starting to sound so much like Assassin's Theft Auto rather than an actual Assassin's Creed game, and I feel like I'm kind of okay with it. So the name Syndicate here refers to you, the player, creating your own crime syndicate. This kind of makes me think a little bit of Brotherhood, where you had to recruit assassins and could call down a storm of arrows just by pressing a button. Well, at least I hope it's anywhere near as cool as that. The game has been confirmed for a release date of October 23rd on the Xbox One, PS4 and PC, and it seems like Ubisoft might actually be officially abandoning the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 from now on, but that isn't confirmed, though I doubt that we're going to see Syndicate on the older consoles. I'm Alanah, thanks for watching Button Bash.